That's thinking we're going to check your lung capacity. So a lot of heart changes the mask by a lung that doesn't do what it should.
Yep.
So you're going to take a big deep breath in,
Yep.
slowly lift around the cardboard and then blow out as hard and as fast as you can.
Yep.
And then keep blowing until you've got nothing left.
I've
So
done lots of pulmonary functions
right.
in my days.
Keep going. Alright.
Sorry.
Get you do it again.
Okay.
So what I want you to
then. Obviously, I'm not as good as I thought I was.
What you want to do at the end is keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing until you've got, so you're really red in the face and you're going to be puffed.
Okay.
Because you're trying to get it all out.
Okay. And I blew in your face, I apologize for that. You must get that a lot.
Yeah, had it before. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Well, that's pretty good. 3.6 litres.
Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah. Now let's see what this cholesterol says.
Oh, well, that's close.
So 4.5. Oh, that's pretty jolly good, my dear.
Great.
2.4. So the ratio. Do you understand what the cholesterol means?
Tell it to the viewers.
So you've got your good stuff and your bad stuff, you know
Yeah.
that. So your good stuff is when you eat things like avocados and nuts and oily fish and things like
I eat
that.
lots of that.
And you make your good cholesterol,
Yeah.
and it goes out to your arteries and it cleans up all the fatty deposits from there,
Yeah.
trucks it back to your liver and you get rid of it. So they're
Yeah.
cleaners and you want lots and lots of those. And
Yeah.
you've got lots of those.
Great.
And then the bad cholesterol is when you have things like saturated fat, you know, your red
Yeah.
meat and butter and cream and
Yeah.
those types of things. You make your bad cholesterol molecule,
Yeah.
and it collects all the fat
Yeah.
from your digestive tract and trucks it out to your arteries and dumps it there.
Got it.
So you don't want any of those. So we look at the ratio of those,
Cool.
because that's an important number, and you're well under.
Great.
So
What would be normal? What's
normal
the range?
So ratio-wise, we say you need to be under 4, and you're 2.4.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So you can be pretty happy with that.
Great. And what's the normal for the HDL?
Over 1 you need to be, and you're 1.8.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so you're doing fantastically well. You must have a pretty good diet.
Yeah, I try to when I eat.
Can you tell me a bit about your medical history then?
Yes, so this is part of the reason why I'm here. So I'm doing this charity fundraiser. I'm going to be climbing Kilimanjaro in September. And I'm doing it for Ovarian Cancer Canada because I had ovarian cancer when I was a child.
Oh, did you?
10. I was 10. So it was very rare, and it was I wasn't expected to survive, and I just did. I was part of the clinical trial, and so because of the clinical trial, I wasn't expected to survive the trial. They used me as a guinea pig to try to find the cure for future patients, and I survived. But they've been tracking my long-term effects of the chemotherapy. And so when I was 27, I was diagnosed with essential hypertension with malignant flare-ups. So at the time, my blood pressure was spiked to about, the highest it ever went was 210 over 170.
Cool, blimey.
Yeah. But the funny thing, is that I feel great. I'm healthy. It's just I get these malignant spikes. So I've seen lots of specialists all in Canada before I moved to New Zealand, and all of the I've had every single test done under the sun, and it all comes back inconclusive. I just have essential hypertension. And so I went on heart medication. They started me on beta blockers, and the beta blockers just tired me out and slowed me down. And so then I started actually losing my fitness. And then I had a in my mind. I didn't really recognize it at the time, but looking back, I knew that whenever I was in an environment where I was excited or really emotional, my blood pressure would go up. So I knew there was an emotional link to it, but I didn't really pay attention at that time. This was in 2002. And then I had my childhood oncologist and I had a heart-to-heart talk, and he said to me, my advice to you, off the record, live your life to the fullest and get life insurance if you can. And that's when I decided to move to New Zealand and just change my lifestyle. So I came here, but my blood pressure was still really high, and I found a doctor who, convinced me I needed more medication, and I got into that spiral of fear. And the medication, so then I was given, the beta blocker was upped because it wasn't controlling the blood pressure. At the time I wasn't exercising either. I wasn't really doing much. I lost my fitness so much because the beta blockers tired me out. So then that wasn't helping, so then she put me on an ACE inhibitor, and then, gave me the water pill connected to that. That worked for a little while, made me even more tired. I'd sleep half the day. And then my blood pressure would spike again, and then she added a calcium channel blocker, and plus aspirin, of course, too. Then I got another tumor. So I got another ovarian tumor. And
what year was that?
2007. So in 2007, I had to have a hysterectomy. And of course then they put me on HRT. And my doctors in Canada were adamant, do not go on HRT, but the doctors here wouldn't do the surgery if I didn't promise to go on HRT. Again, fear. Fear that if you don't go on HRT, you're too young not to have estrogen, and it's going to affect your heart. But I did all this, I have a history of breast cancer in my family. I've already had ovarian cancer twice. And if I go on the HRT, it increases my chances of having a stroke by 70%, and it increases my chances of developing breast cancer. So I went on HRT for 2 years just to help with the hot flashes, and then I decided to just go off it, and my doctor went ballistic, and I changed doctors. So now I'm seeing a homeopathic GP. I've gone off all of my heart medications, and now I'm just managing my blood pressure through diet and exercise.
Right. So what are you taking at the moment in terms of supplements or?
Nothing.
Nothing. So.
Nothing at the moment. I have bottles at home, and I get into a thing where I take them sometimes, but I just, to be honest, there's so much conflicting advice, and everybody, I go to one person, they say one thing, they go to another person, so I just intuitively and instinctively take what I feel like I need. So I take spirulina, and I have my fish oils, but I know that I'm getting a lot of that in my diet, so
yeah.
I'm here because...
So you're managing it yourself?
Yes.
Fantastic.
But my blood